what are you guys looking forward to today?
I'm looking forward to seeing some of the movie. They sort of hide it from us a little bit.
I've only seen a little from ADR, which it wasn't finished, and you're seeing all the effects aren't put in. So we should be able to see something cool today, I think.
Yeah. Are you guys still shocked by the crowds and the passion when you're at this event, or are you used to it by now?
I am. I mean, last night when we went down and we surprised some of the fans that were camping out, and I think it's like shocking. I don't know. It never gets old. It's always amazing to see people get so excited and be so passionate about these characters. And
it's nice that they still care.
Yeah.
When you do a project, you never know if they're going to stop caring at some point or just move on to something else. And to show up and see the fan support is still there is kind of nice.
Does this film already feel very far away from you? Because I know you shot it a while ago.
It feels further than the rest because I think we were so used to shooting, promoting, and then starting all over again. And this one, it's been a full year, guys.
Yeah, more than a year.
That it's been that long.
Yeah, more than we wrapped in April, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On the very last
May,
day.
I thought.
May, I don't remember.
They kept you guys there all the time.
Yeah. They didn't want to let us go.
They didn't want to let us go.
So how many Comic-Cons have you actually been to? Was it every one?
3?
4.
I didn't go last year.
4.
I missed last year. I was on vacation, but.
Or maybe 3.
I don't know.
You know what? There's been, because I think the first time we went.
We've done 4 years of this.
Yeah.
I don't think we went the first year.
I think we did.
We did.
I did. I went on a bus with Billy Burke and some other people.
I like sitting between the two of you.
They all kind of jumble into one.
Are there any memories that really stick out from being at Comic-Con?
Well, last year we got up at 4 to.
That was a memorable moment.
What was that?
We did the Breaking Dawn, Breaking Dawn breakfast. Yeah, that.
Why didn't you do that this year?
And I think they were genuinely shocked because
it
was 6 in the morning and we were down there, and I think we were also just half awake, but they were so excited and sweet and had just woken up, so it was sort of surreal.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to leave this series behind, or is it bittersweet?
I mean, for me, I think I feel like we got to finish it, which was never a done deal. The reason we got to finish it is because the fans keep coming out and supporting the movie. So in that way, it feels very satisfying. But I think in terms of, I miss seeing these little, they're like family.
It's kind of nice because events like this, or when we have to do the press tour, it kind of forces everybody to get together, like a family reunion.
Yeah.
And you kind of we see each other sporadically throughout the year, and never the whole group, So it's been really nice.
How do you think you've changed from the first film to now as an actor?
As an actor.
I know.
As a person.
As a person, as an actor, whatever.
I think making these films, it's a very unconventional process. There's a lot of imagination involved. There's a lot of special effects, a lot of green screen. I think just in that sense, it's been different for all of us. I know that we show up on set and we're like, wow, this is what the set looks like, and this is what it's going to become, and sort of watching that develop and unfold. That's a whole different process for an actor.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. I mean, I don't think there are too many. There's not going to be a whole lot of other vampire movies in our future. I mean, this is
what?
I mean, unless maybe there was a spinoff or something.
Don't break hearts right now. It's too early.
I mean, it's very specific. There's never going to be another movie where you're dealing with all these different technical elements. I think in the way that we were with lenses and very intense makeup and hair, and then like Nikki was saying, green screen and all these really technical things. So you really had to invest in your imaginative life to create a world around you that you could believe in, so that you could actually feel believable to yourself even. Right. I think.
Yeah. God, that was so well said.
I was hoping it was just kept coming out and it'll work. It'll work.
I love when you do that.
Looking back on all the films, which one did you enjoy the most?
That's a hard question. I don't know, because there were parts that I've enjoyed from each. So
give me a part.
I would say
right now.
I as much as it sucked because it was raining the whole time we shot the baseball sequence, I actually had fun in the baseball.
That's all of our answers, because it's so true.
In the Twilight thing. And then in New Moon, I liked when we did. Well, we didn't have much, but
you had that one line.
Scenes.
Yeah, we had
two scenes. But when we were all together, I remember shooting
the birthday
we were
party.
All together at the birthday party. And I was like, this is kind of fun. I love when we have scenes as hard as they are to shoot, when we're all kind of together,
Yeah.
And then Eclipse, I like the fight stuff, like when we were training the family. That was fun for me. And then, And then the wedding and Breaking Dawn, and then Breaking Dawn Part 2.
That's the only one.
No,
Oh.
there's another one coming out in November. Just saying.
Really? No.
Breaking Dawn Part 2. What? I have to think. Oh, anything with Mackenzie Foy. She was so fun to work with, right?
Yeah.
Mackenzie was so much. She was such a delight. I've never seen someone that young, such a professional before. Never complained.
But also not like a
Like-
professional, but not like a stage professional.
Yeah.
Like you didn't feel like she was just a little professional. She just happened to be really polite, and it made her professional. But she was.
I guess
just
want to say she was
normal
a
little
good
kid.
actress
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
she was always aware of her surroundings. Like if you looked at her in the scene, she connected with it. It was weird.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
perceptive kid. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Smart.
wasn't like they had to go in and force feed her to do, lines and stuff. She just was naturally.
Yeah, she was
naturally-
bringing it.
Yeah.
And she would like
Where is she
soften
right now?
our cold, dead hearts.
And my
Robert's never
last
been dead.
question is kind of if you can tell me about a geeky moment in your own life.
Geeky in terms of like.
Like would please this crowd at the Comic-Con. Like how you're kind of like them.
Oh.
Or not.
Lizzie and I went firewalking last night.
That's true.
My husband almost brought his Robin suit to wear, and I thought it was from when he was a kid, so I was like, how's that going to fit you? And he said, no, it's what I wore in college a bunch. That's not me in my personal life, but I'm connected
You
to
could
it.
have been the
I mean-
Batman.
Yeah, I could be the Batman,
Very
and I
telling.
would be the Batman to his Robin if that says anything. So, you know,
I
she's got it.
I get it.
You got one?
Oh no, I was agreeing with it. What's yours?
I went into. I was
those
driving
are far
through
back.
Metropolis, Illinois, and it said "Hometown of Superman." And I was like, "Oh, I have to stop there," and I drove through in my RV, and my RV was as big as the town. And I got out, and it was like a 60-foot statue of Superman, and I was in heaven. And then I went into this little museum,
boy
and it was like this little old lady ran the museum. It was this little old lady's house, but there was a guy behind the counter in like a trucker cap, and he was reading like a wrestling magazine. Total like middle America guy. And I went in with my 5-year-old daughter at the time, and I said, I was so excited. I went, "Hey man, got a super bathroom for my super little girl." And he goes, "Try the Super 76 across the street." I was like, "That's awesome."
Oh, that's good.
That was a long story, but
No, but it all came back around.
It did.